the sky when you're looking at the logo. No capping on the gram, we just do for promo. Y'all be sleeping on us, man. I think y'all need some no-dos. I know you see the vibes when you're looking at the logo. Know you see the vibes when you're looking at the logo. Know you see the vibes when you're looking at the logo. Looking at the logo, know you feel the vibes, it's no surprise. Just a ribbon in the skies, feel my presence, look in my eyes. While you sleeping, we be living our dreams. So don't touch that dial, please stay tuned into our frequency. I'll be back in a while.
Check.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
We in the house.
We in the house. Yeah. So what's up, y'all? This is NuMainstream Talks. It's the Phantom 336, aka Smooth Black the Phantom. You rocking with NuMainstream Talks. I got my co-host here.
It's your boy JR. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you already know. But yeah, so. Today we got a special guest with us. Man, I've done known this dude for a minute. Like back in the day, I used to be a barber, and I was working at this barbershop in the mall called Flashlight Barbershop. Yeah, shout out to Flash.
What up, Flash?
But yeah, my boy Sai, shout out to Sai.
Yeah.
Used to cut this dude's hair. And, we'd be in the barbershop politicking, joking. You know how it be in the barbershop. That's how you do. But anyway, so back then I was producing. We had a studio over by USCG. There was a bunch of studios in there. We had Livewire Studios, Brian, what up?
Yeah.
We had Gaff Beats and them was right next door. We had a bunch of different studios was in there. But anyway, that was like boot camp for all coming up artists at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Boot camp. 24/7, 365, baby.
Right, yeah. We was a bunch of studio rats. But anyway, so I walk out in the hallway and I see my guy and I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, you do music? You know what I'm saying? And then, turns out he did do music. And so we would be chilling in the studio, politicking. Eventually we started making songs like Save the Day, like T.O.P.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a bunch of years later, we might get into the middle portion of that somewhere in this podcast. But years later, we hit each other up talking about the music and everything and decided to start the band, the Nubian Collective.
Yeah.
And Kyran Scott is very much a part of the hip hop element of that band. And so he's just a dope artist in general though. For those of you who think he ain't a spitter, he always got some rhymes with him. I'm trying to tell you, always. And he
listen, y'all, like that. You know that rapper that like just always ready and want to rap.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
And he just dropped a dope ass album called 42. It's one of my top albums.
Super dope.
And I might be a little biased, but trust me, whenever you hear it, you will like it. 42, which he got the shirt on right now of that album. And that's just a dope album. So we're going to welcome to the studio today, Kyran Scott. We got Kyran Scott in the studio.
What up, fellas?
Sir.
What up, man? How you been, bro?
I'm good, man.
That's what's
tired,
up.
working and grinding, baby. You know how we do.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to make sure my man JR ready get this shirt.
What?
So,
Yeah.
my brother,
hey.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
boy.
Feliz Navidad, and Happy Kwanzaa.
Look, I'll accept this as an early birthday present.
I'm a guy in Capricorn.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And we got the right size. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to give me smalls and shit. I don't know why.
I know, right? But, yo, so, man, we're going to get to Kyran. Y'all know how we do. We're going to talk about the world, what's going on. And speaking of that, we in North Carolina. Shout out to J. Cole.
Hey.
And so, like, you know what I mean? Sad to see.
Yeah.
But, yo, I will say, great run. You see, you know what I'm about to say. The Dreamville Festival, this is going to be the last year. They did 5 strong years. I don't think the city of Raleigh, North Carolina, 5, yeah, this will be 5. I don't think the city of Raleigh was ready for what J. Cole brought to the city, bro. Like, when I say it'd be packed, like,
Crazy.
it ain't packed is an understatement.
Crazy.
On some real, like, and then the acts that he was bringing, the crowd. I never heard of any trouble happening out there.
Nothing crazy. You know?
Yeah,
There's
like,
a couple little skirmishes.
you know,
Nobody nothing stupid like that.
yeah. But it's like, yo, a dope, big ass hip hop festival in the heart of North Carolina. Like, you know, we got to give props to J. Cole for sticking to his roots and bringing it back home.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why you stopping it, but hey, man, thanks for even doing it. You know what I'm saying? But,
Right.
But yeah, man, that was just like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I didn't expect to get the news
Right, I
that.
did not see that. I did not see that coming. But
Yeah.
But look, you know what I mean?
Because it's doing so well at the end of the day. But, you know, there's other things behind the scenes that you got to worry about, you know, logistics. And then him as an artist and whatever else he's involved in, who knows, like, you know, what that takes away from, too, on the other side. So, you know, it is what it is. Appreciate you doing what you did, though.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
know,
J. Cole.
Yeah.
But look, you know what that does, though? I mean, that just leaves an even bigger spot over for the Strange Fruit.
For the Strange Fruit Festival, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all stay tuned in and look forward to the Strange Fruit Festival.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, very shameless plug. that happens every April, and we're on our 4th year. But yeah, so that right there, we bring in a bunch of dope Black artists. And it's very multi-genre, it's very eclectic, it's very much a lot of musicianship, but it still has the hip-hop elements and funk and soul and all of that. A lot to go around. So make sure you stay tuned and be ready for that whenever it comes up. But yeah, so Jamie Foxx, you know, his today's the 10th, and you know, Jamie Foxx had his special released today. And so he basically, he denied the allegations of Diddy poisoning him.
That shit was insane.
Yeah. So, I mean, social media,
Oh, yeah.
podcasters, and damn, all these motherfuckers on the internet always run with a fucking narrative and whatever.
Anything for clicks, boy.
Yeah. So he let everybody know that wasn't it. Is a brain bleed that led to a stroke. And so basically throughout the special, he's basically just thankful for life and, you know, all of that good stuff. And proving that he's not a clone, basically, you know.
It's good. Goddamn, why every time something happened to one of these celebrities and they come back, oh, it's a clone.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Gucci a clone. No, maybe that nigga went to jail and was like, you know what? Let me hit these weights.
Right. Oh, man. Another thing. Nikki Giovanni, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Nikki Giovanni, man.
Matter of fact, on the intro to 42,
Yeah.
it's a conversation between James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni that's like pivotal for you to understand the concept of this whole album whenever you go listen to 42.
Yeah.
But anyway, what did Nikki Giovanni mean to you as a, you know, activist and poet and
She
narrator, I guess, you know?
Yeah, you know, for me, you know, she's from Cincinnati.
Is she?
Yeah.
Word.
She lived
Okay.
Little story about me. I'm originally from Columbus, and I moved to Cincinnati to go to school.
Yeah.
So I remember her coming to UC giving speeches and stuff.
Word.
Oh, sure.
Oh, damn, that's dope.
Yeah, she's so big loss, man. She's a legend, man.
For sure.
And you would see her around the cities. It's so nice. It's just, hey, baby, how you doing? She was.
Word.
Yeah. So.
Dang.
So, yeah, that was another reason why you talked about it. But that was another reason why I chose that conversation for the album.
Yeah.
Because my roots to Nikki Giovanni being from Cincinnati.
That's dope. See, that's a whole nother layer
Yeah.
to the album that I would have never known because I didn't know she was from Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati, man.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was one of the greatest, man. Her, Maya Angelou, all them. She was funny, inquisitive. She kept it gutter too, bro. She kept it gutter.
Yeah.
So when I saw that she passed, I was like, dang, because I remember seeing her giving her presentation at UC.
Yeah.
When I was in school, man.
Dang, yo,
Yeah, bro.
that had to be a dope moment. Like, here in NC, we got Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
So, especially if you was in the Winston area, you might, be able to catch her with the whole the film festival that happens out there. I can't think of the name of it right now.
In August.
Yeah, I think so. But
Black Theater Festival?
Black Theater Festival. Yeah. So a lot of people, especially as musicians, you might end up playing there, or you might around that time though. Back in the day, you might see Oprah there. You might all kinds of people. But yeah. So, dang, that's dope though.
Yeah.
That's a dope ass story right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this thing with Jay-Z, I'm not gonna get into it too deep because it's all fucking allegations, and I don't even know this Busby guy. I don't know if he's like just grabbing as many statements as possible and running with whatever he can run with to try to get money from people, but that's kind of what I feel like might be happening. And the stupid allegations with the whole Jay-Z thing and the young girl, hopefully is not true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hopefully.
Sure.
And I ain't gonna waste my time on it because we don't know nothing other than what people just saying a bunch of stuff. But anyway, only reason I brought Jay-Z up is because I want to talk about Blue Ivy and Beyonce with the whole Mufasa story. And so they try to make Mufasa a villain in this, or what's going on? Like,
It's, from what I understand, it's the prequel to Lion King.
okay,
So it shows how Mufasa is gonna be the king, how he becomes the king.
how he becomes a king.
Yeah.
And so what I heard is that he steals it from Scar, though, right? Well, we ain't gonna spoil it for you because we ain't seen it anyway.
Right.
So we kind of not spoiling it. We just guesstimating.
Right.
From what I've gathered from things that I've seen and just the trailers and stuff, it's like they call each other brother, but I don't think they were actually brothers. I think it was I think it was more of a like
They were like,
that's my bro.
oh, okay. But
Okay.
so
Mufasa's the one that's actually he's
got
gonna
you,
be the king.
got you. Okay.
It's like some Megatron,
Yeah, like he
Optimus Prime type.
He almost got got jealous,
Yeah, and that made
and
him
apparently
want
there's two outsider male lines that want to try and come in and steal the pride. So they got to go to war with them or something like that. So I
Got
don't know.
you.
I'm gonna watch it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm a big
Oh,
ass
yeah.
kid.
You know what I'm saying?
so
I mean,
I'ma watch it. Check it out.
and I'm a Lion King fan, but of course the original Lion King.
Of course.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I'm such a big kid with that. Like I can quote that whole movie from front to start, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen, we ain't even-
I did not know that. I did not know you was a Lion King fan.
Bro, Lion King.
Wow.
I might have to sample it, and make a whole album about the Lion King.
Here we go. Listen, bro.
This guy
I was telling a
almost
story
20 years.
one
I did
day.
not know he was. Yeah.
Bro, I was telling a story one day about one of my NCOs. He used to come in the barracks singing the Kuna Matata. This nigga broke out and sang the whole goddamn song, bro.
It is.
Hey yo, but did y'all get to watch Rhythm and Flow at all?
I did not yet.
Neither one of you. God damn, y'all slippy. Y'all supposed to be hip hop motherfuckers too.
I am. I don't even know what it's on anymore.
First of all, let me say Lotto fine as fuck. But anyway,
This is true.
This is true.
yeah. But also, They had a good mix of like guest judges, like Eminem was on there.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes was on there.
Okay.
Man, I can't think of nobody else, but they had some real good ones. And it was actually a good competition. Oh, shout out to Jazz with an X. She's actually from North Carolina. She made it to like the top
I've heard
3
of
at
her
least,
before.
top 4 or something.
Okay.
Cause she was just here for the Carolina Days Festival. Yeah, yeah. But so she didn't win. The guy that won though, I actually fucks with him. What's his name? Hold on, I got the NuMainstream app open so I can stay up on my news.
Download that right now.
Download the app.
But Dre TL,
Dre TL. He
is
was
the
telling
one
me
who
about
won. And like he got the Atlanta swag for sure. But like his content and the way he like it's surprising because he always seemed like he wasn't supposed to win or like he might fold. He never folded, bro. And every time he surprised you, like, damn, that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wasn't even mad at the decision. The other dude that was runner up to him, now this dude could really flow. He was very polished and all that. But, you know, he just wasn't, at the end of the day, he wasn't as authentic and interesting. I hate to say the word authentic because the other dude was authentic too. It's just the other dude, he just caught a little more, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you didn't feel it as much.
Yeah. But it was pretty good competition.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so check it out when you get a chance, especially being in the line of work that we in. It's like,
Right.
you kind of can understand what's going on.
Where is it
You know
at
what I'm
again?
saying?
Where's that on?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was dope, pretty good season 2 of Rhythm and Flow. Hopefully they bring it back sooner than they did.
That's why I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about it. I thought it was done.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's
done.
been like
yeah.
what, a year or two since the last
Man,
one?
no,
been
it's
like
been
3.
Yeah,
Oh,
it got
wow.
at least 3.
It's been-
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
T.I. was on the last one, right?
T.I., yeah.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
T.I.,
Okay.
And
Okay.
D Smoke won.
I think.
Yeah.
And-
Smoke one,
yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's definitely been like 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, hopefully they bring it back, you know, quicker the next time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Do that.
enough of that though. Let's talk to my guy. Let's talk to
boy.
Kyran, man.
My boy.
But you know, so I mean, I don't even know where to start with you because it's a lot to unpack, to be real, to unpack as an artist, for sure.
Yeah.
But let's just start with 42,
Okay.
right? So, what basically, I guess, what led to the creation of that album?
I was in a very different place in my life. I had not been doing music for about 7 or 8 years, off and on.
Yeah,
I was married. I was, being doing the marriage thing, doing the thing, and it was just like things just started changing. And once my marriage ended, I was back in a place where I could be creative. So, funny story, when you called me, and I don't mind even telling this, when you called me about the band, I had been working with Sty. Shout out to Fred Sty and Livewire.
oh yeah.
I had been working with them, trying to get back into it and stuff.
Yeah.
And Sty was like, "Yo, man, you really get back into it." So when you called me about the band, I never forget this.
Yeah.
It's a funny story, bro. I was like depressed. I was like just going to work. I would come home and just close the blinds
Yeah.
and just stay in the house all day and be in
Yeah.
the bed crying, bro. I was
Damn,
really
bro.
depressed, bro. I was really
Damn.
depressed. Just everything. I mean, not just me going through a divorce, but like every aspect of my life had changed. You know what I'm saying? It was like a 40-year-old life crisis, man.
Yeah.
So when you called me, he was like, we started talking like, "Hey, man, we going to, start getting this band together." And then
Yeah.
something in me was just like, "Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do
Fuck
it.
it,
What we
let's
got to
do it.
lose?"
Hey, that was the best response ever. Right. Because, because I kind of also quit doing music.
Yeah.
I mean, I would dabble back into it, but for the most part, I wasn't like gonna be trying to get shows,
Right.
or trying to promote it and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
had no intentions of doing that.
Yeah.
So, but it's like I listened to some of our previous tracks,
Right.
Because whenever I'm like chilling by myself, I like go through 3TB shit that me and you got, shit that me and Gene got,
Yeah.
shit that
Oh, man.
all kinds of music that from back in the day and stuff.
Right.
So anyway, like I don't know why it clicked, but it's like I just saw this opening, like a market. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I think if we did this, there's a market that we could hit that would actually gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
And so it was more about I have this idea that's marketable, and I want to do it while it's marketable.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right. Right.
So
Strike when iron's hot.
So
Yeah.
honestly, technically, I still really kind of didn't want to do music though. I just know if it got to get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But
right.
the
Yeah.
artistry is still in me, and the whatever.
going nowhere.
And then so once we connected, it just everything was so organic.
Yeah.
And we had already lived like life and been through whatever situations we had been
Yeah.
through. And then so it was like, fuck it, let's
do
go.
it. Yeah.
And then like, but we really got in here and just started making some real music. But
Yeah.
we're gonna get back to that because we still talk about 42.
Right. It's all connected because
Yeah,
at the same time, like, so when I came up with the concept of 42, it was when we was doing the band and we was working on our first album, X.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was just like, all right, so if it's gonna be about truth, let me just tell my truth.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I don't care what people think, I'm just gonna do it.
Man, I was saying that to Kay
Yeah.
last week. That's like any artist who says fuck it, I fuck with them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck if you like this shit.
Yup.
I'm doing this shit because I like this shit.
I like it.
And then,
like
like,
it, cool.
to me, that's always the dopest artist, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was one of those things to where, like, just, working with the band, freestyling with JR, talking about rap. I just like, okay, so
Yeah.
if I was like, and I just started thinking about it, like, well, I'm not 25 anymore, and
Yeah.
I wrote it at 42.
Right.
I was like, all right, so what can I say at 42?
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, I was like, well, went through a divorce, but I also went through divorce of hip hop.
Right. Got you. Okay, and so
Yeah.
watching your live performance, which we ain't even getting into that, but I've seen them perform 42 live, and so I'm gonna set the tone for you. It's basically him speaking as if it's like a TED talk or a session with a psychiatrist or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all while that's going on, he has visuals on a projector that's like explaining the message in an artistic way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the way you did that was dope in itself. And so I see what you're saying with the way you brought that to life,
Yeah.
just in the live show.
Yeah.
So like I can see where you're going with that as far as like how it came out in the album. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. No. You good. So at first it was gonna be called Hopeless Romantic,
Oh, okay.
and I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't like that title. So funny story. So I'm sitting here, and it's funny how things work. I see a commercial for the movie Jackie Robinson with Chadwick Boseman.
Got you.
So I was like 42. I said, dang, I'm 42. Jackie Robinson's number is 42. So when I start watching the movie,
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman was one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
So it's a very Larry concept. So then I just started thinking, all right, so how can I tell my story about how I fell in love with hip hop, how I fell in love in real life, and how I went through the trials and tribulations of relationship in my marriage, but I also went through the trials and tribulation with hip hop.
Got you.
So running it down, you hear the Nikki Giovanni, James Baldwin thing.
Yeah.
It's so deep on so many levels. And I was just listening to it. I was like, okay, that's gonna be the intro. So then I just started looking for beats, and I started reaching out to producers, to Rail Beats,
Yeah.
this cat named Limo out of California.
Yeah.
Darrell Beats, he's out of Darrell Banks. He's out of Virginia.
Gotcha.
Happy Waters, my homie Man at Arms, he's out of Missouri.
Gotcha.
And I was like, hey, I'm looking for these type of beats, so I just started listening to them.
Yeah.
So then I wrote a script out, like I wrote it like a movie. I was like, all right, chapter 1 is this, chapter 2 is this. So then I just wrote the whole thing out like a movie script, and then I chose the beats. I put all the beats in order how I think a movie should go. Then I just wrote from there. So it came out a lot more easier than trying to fit stuff in different things. I was like, let's get the music all out first. So then it took me about a couple months. I just sat down, rewrote, and was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So then I hit up B Stapes. I was like, hey man, I want to do this project. He's like, all right, come through. Staples let me come through. We knocked it out in 2 sessions.
Yeah. I can attest to that.
Yeah, we got it done in 2 sessions. We got 13 tracks fully done, and because you sat in on the first session.
Was it
the first section?
Yeah, it was the first.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 42, it goes. It's a very layered process. It's about how I fell in love with hip hop. I mean, I've been rhyming since I was 9.
Yeah.
I got my first so-called attempt at the industry when I was like 14, 15.
Right.
So you have that concept there. So I'm talking about in the beginning with like Saffron Sunset, where it goes from James and Nikki to 42, Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson is me actually sitting in a therapist office.
Right.
And I'm talking to a therapist. That's something that happened in my real life because I had to go to therapy.
Right.
So I put that in there. So the therapist I'm talking to is actually Fred Stye.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
I'm telling him about what's going on with me.
Yeah.
And then if you ever been to therapy, the first thing they ask you is like where it all started.
Gotcha.
So that's when Saffron Sunset comes in.
Gotcha.
So I'm telling them how I first fell in love with hip hop. Bahamadia was the one actually MC Lyte was the first rapper that I really clung to.
Okay.
It's funny because most cats say a dude.
Right.
For me, it was MC Lyte on Self-Destruction.
Shoot, MC Lyte,
And she's
especially
the
back
greatest.
then.
She was killing cats.
She was killing.
So MC Lyte. So then, long story short, got into high school. I hooked up with my man Logic, real dope artist out of Ohio. Started rapping. He started, he's showing me a lot of stuff, and I'm adding my 2 cents in. And then I heard Bahamadia's Collage, and I was just like, okay. So I was like, well, that was one of the first albums that really spoke to me.
Right.
I was like 14. It was 94, 95. So I was like 15, 16 years old. So then that's when, Saffron Sunset is like a dedication to Bahamadia. But I'm also talking about growing up, what I saw as far as Black love.
Okay.
Like I saw, I don't want to do the whole album here, but like, Dwayne had Whitley, Gina had Martin.
Right.
The Huxtables, the Evans is where it all started. Like those were the images that I saw of Black love growing up. So it was just like, it was always in me. Like I had my parents, I had my grandparents, I had my brother, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, okay, so this is what I saw of Black love.
Right.
So I just equate that to how I grew up.
Yeah.
So that also goes into how I feel about relationships. Like you just don't quit. You got to keep going.
I like it. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah. So it goes from there, and then it's like I would say 42 is like a triple entendre. Be perfectly honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's very layered. Yeah. But yeah.
Man.
Man's a genius, y'all.
Oh,
I know, right? Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
He just unpacked the whole goddamn, what's one of those goddamn Rubik's Cubes and shit of like information. Like, oh shit, that fits there. Okay, goddamn, all right.
Yeah, so the rest of the album is just me. As the album goes on, it shows different layers, different aspects, different eras of my life.
Yeah.
So I go back and forth. I kind of do a time travel thing. Underneath the umbrella that I'm talking to this therapist.
Right.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. Like, even after you hear this podcast and you get to dive deep into, I mean, like, I don't know. It'd probably be even doper if you hear the podcast first and then listen to the album. I don't know, because you get to hear directly from the artist what the fuck he was thinking whenever he made it. Like, because you don't always, like, get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shoot, that Oh, damn, that's dope. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, so one of my favorite songs on there.
Oh shoot.
Cause I just got to pick a song.
Okay.
And get you to go there.
All right.
I like Baby.
Baby.
That's a dope one. I mean, it's just got a vibe to it, and then the chick singing Baby over and over again.
Yeah. Shout out to Man at Arms. That's one of Man at Arms productions.
Okay.
Yeah, out of Missouri.
And
Yeah.
the way you flowed on it. So what's going on with that song?
Okay, so Baby is me looking back at hip hop when I was in college.
Okay, got you.
So if you follow it, instincts telling me. Well, anyway, I don't want to start rapping it, but Baby is about watching hip hop develop from MC Lyte to Queen Latifah to Raw Digger to Lil Q to Bahamadia, going into Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, then going into Lady Luck, going to all the female MCs. I got a Rhapsody. There's a line in there about Rhapsody. There's a line in there about Lauryn Hill. So for me, Baby is just like me realizing that, okay, I like this chick. I like hip hop. I love where hip hop is at. And when in my brain, I was thinking of that 97 to about 2003.
Got you. Okay.
So a lot of my references is in that. And I just think with Baby, like it's got like a neo soul vibe to it.
Yeah.
And whatever. So
yeah, it's real smooth.
So
I like
I'm literally talking about how hip hop changed when so the first verse is about me being in high school with her, and the second verse is about her going to college.
Got you. Okay, man.
So
Yeah, you gotta have me listen to your
Yeah,
album, man.
yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I wrote that hella high too.
Hey, you gotta do what you
You
gotta
gotta
do.
do what you gotta do, baby. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, so Baby, so that's what Baby's about. So the way Baby falls on the album is just like, that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
it clicks. All right, I get it. Yeah.
So let's talk about influences, like,
Okay.
and I know it's probably so many. It's
I got
probably
a list.
so many.
Scroll.
I guess what's at the top? And this ain't your top 10.
No.
This is your top influence.
Influences?
The people who actually influenced you
All right.
in your art.
Do we have hip hop wise or just
in general?
Just in general?
I guess it could be just a general.
Just in general, I would start with comic books.
Okay.
Growing up being it's cool to be a blurred now.
Nerd life, baby.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
It was not
It wasn't
cool,
cool when you was growing
When I
up,
was growing
yeah.
up, like you used to
Yeah.
get clowned for wearing Superman shirts
Yeah,
and Batman
yeah.
shirts.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't care. I still rocked them damn things. You know what I'm saying? So comic books was a real big influence on me.
Yeah.
Spike Lee was a big influence.
Okay.
My mom, my dad was a big influence. My paternal grandfather was a real big influence on me. He only had an eighth grade education.
Word.
Right? He's working the coal mines in West Virginia, and he used to take me out to the store all the time.
Yeah.
And to shut me up, he either buy me a Superman doll, or he'd maybe buy a comic book.
Yeah.
So growing up, I would go over his house all the time. Me and my grandpa, we was like thieves, bro. So I remember him he couldn't pronounce kryptonite.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Great, you know what I'm saying? This man worked all his life. So I remember I was like, oh, Grandpa, that's kryptonite. He was like, what the hell is kryptonite? I was like, oh, that's Superman's weakness and all that stuff. He kind of looked at me. He was like, boy, you too smart for your own damn good. So my grandfather.
How did he say kryptonite?
He said, credit. It was funny. It was like, he like Korea Patanayo. So I was like, and I heard it. I was like, man, that's kryptonite, man. I know that word. And I was like 6 years old at the time.
Breaking that shit down.
Yeah. So my grandfather was a very big influence to me. My paternal grandfather was a big influence to me because my maternal grandfather could draw.
Oh, okay.
So he used to draw cartoons.
Gotcha.
That's how I learned about wrestling, was through my maternal grandfather.
Okay.
He's from out of Mississippi. But I would say that Y'all have been major influences.
Okay.
Y'all. I mean, and I'm not just saying it because I'm on a pod, but like to really construct an album, I listen to how y'all work. I listen to how y'all work,
Right,
and how you
okay.
produce.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
how I learned how to arrange stuff.
Got you.
Was listening
Okay.
to y'all. I would say Fred Stye, big influence. Brian Staples, big influence.
For sure.
Logic,
Yeah.
big influence. Rap wise, Black Thought, Common, Talib Kweli, Busta Rhymes, MC Light, Bahamadia, Saha, Prince.
Yeah, Sahai the Prince is dope.
Yeah, my influences go everywhere. And then, you know, I got television, radio. Like I said, I'm a big Spike Lee fan. So there's a lot of hidden nuggets that I talk about Spike Lee on the album, but I ain't gonna tell you where they at. But if you listen to them, you'll catch them.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be texting you, nigga. I just now heard.
Yeah. So I mean, like influences everywhere. Like I went to artistic high school.
Okay.
So I played sports. I played baseball, ran track, cross country, but I went to academic high school. So in Ohio, they're called alternative schools. I remember saying alternative schools down here. They was like, "Damn, were you some type of thug?" Because they call alternative schools, but yeah. But
Scales.
Yeah. So I went to alternative schools. I went to Berwick, Monroe, and Cos. And Cos, there it was like I was taught by like a lot of ex-hippies.
Okay.
So, you know, 9th, 10th grade, I gotta memorize Julius Caesar's Mark Antony speech. Then I got it equated to St. Thomas Aquinas on some theological stuff. But at the same time, I'm listening to hip hop. So I'm hearing like Julius Caesar. Oh yeah, the Caesar, the haircut. You know that's a hip hop reference.
That nigga ain't got no bars.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big influence to me. And then like, you know, graduating there, graduating high school, going to Cincinnati, being in African American studies, learning sociology of the Black community, having people like, you know, Nikki Giovanni come through, Patricia Hill Collins, real dope, the academic and, you know, Black feminist thought, all that stuff. So everything like kind of just influenced me. Plays, I had a playwriter, actually was a married couple, Paulette Brown Hines, Kirby Hines. They're in UC Riverside. Cali, the song Cali.
Okay.
That's about me going to Riverside.
Got you.
He was a hip hop theater playwright, and I was in his class, and it was kind of dope.
Man, I mean, my bad. I don't mean to interrupt you. I was just like, I'm hearing you talk about all of this stuff, and I'm like, God damn, how did you pack all of that in one album? How many songs is on there?
13.
13 into 13 songs.
That's what I'm saying.
That is crazy. Like, man, that's just dope. Anyway,
to put 8 lives.
Right.
Yeah, I've had some different lives, man.
Yeah.
So meeting with Kirby Hines, he was a playwright. He did hip hop theater. So took a class with him, and I remember he was writing a play, and he let me read it, and I was sitting there reading it, and I was sitting there like, yo, that sounds like Ghostface.
Got you. Okay.
It was in hip hop theater back in that time. It was really about taking elements of hip hop and putting it on the play setting.
Right.
So you're in a theater setting with the lights and everything, and you know Kirby, man, he was real dope. He was a little older than me.
Yeah.
So some of the things he was talking about, I got, but I was like, yeah, but that, like, he was like, yeah, you know, Melly Mel. I was like, well, for me, my Melly Mel is probably Nas.
Right. Okay. Got you.
Ghostface. So like we're sitting here talking. I was like, yeah. So this guy, he sounds like Ghostface. This guy sounds like Method Man. He looking at me like, yo. So he took me underneath his ring and he taught me how to write plays.
Got you. Yeah.
And so that turned into me actually flying to University of California, Riverside, and doing a lecture at Howard University when I was an undergrad.
Yeah.
And like here I am on stage, like explaining hip hop theater.
Yeah.
The elements, how it comes together.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And that was just like, my college. So at the same time, while I'm doing that, I'm still rhyming. I'm still doing shows. I'm doing shows with a live band. Shout out, rest in peace to my man Chris Walker. Chris Walker was a bass guitar player. and he was best friends with my best friend Kyle Ethan. My boy Kyle Ethan is an actor. But anyway,
Yeah.
so you know how artists we all get together.
Right.
So Chris Walker will let me. He had a couple bands, and he'll let me get on stage doing in between sets
Got you.
and let me freestyle.
Got you.
So for me, that's why I tell people I'm more comfortable rapping in front of a live band than with a DJ, because that's how I started when I was in Cincinnati.
Got you.
Rocking with live bands.
Yeah.
So
You did the opposite way.
yeah, I went the
I know,
opposite
right?
way. So
That's crazy.
it was hard. Like I could do it with a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to DJ Long. That's my big bro.
Oh, hell
he really
yeah.
showed me a lot of stuff about performance and stuff like that. But
It's more natural.
it's more natural to be with a live band.
Yeah. I mean, it's two different. It's definitely two different vibes.
Yeah, totally different vibes.
Totally different vibes.
Yeah.
But I mean, shoot, the one you did with DJ Long, matter of fact, and I want to shout you out too, DJ Long.
One of the
But,
dopest, bro.
man, like, it was dope, the chemistry that y'all two have, because you spent your ass off, but he really is back there doing his thing as a DJ. Like,
Yeah.
like, he put all the scratches in the right place. He's like, I mean, I don't know if you remember Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff, but I mean, people sleep on DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Man, bro.
He's probably one of the best DJs
Yes.
to ever do
Ever
it.
do it, bro.
He's like a TV DJ.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Jeff is the truth.
Yeah, he a beast. But yeah, so man, like, I mean, it's crazy just seeing the growth. Cause you know me. If y'all, whenever y'all do listen to 42 or whatever, I need you to go back in the day and find that Sweet Misery by Kyran Scott.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say that might be the song that won me over. Like, okay, I fuck with this nigga. That's a dope song right there.
Yeah.
Find the original Sweet Misery,
Yeah.
which is Kyran Scott. And then also we have Robot Love / Sweet Misery. It's a song that me and him did together and kind of blended the two songs.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so definitely check that out.
Yeah. That was on Radio Elevation.
Radio Elevation,
Yeah, that was the first album
Yeah.
that I ever did when I came to North Carolina.
Was it?
Yeah. That was the first album I ever did in Carolina.
That's
I
what's
came
up.
down here with a mixtape. I came down here with a mixtape that I made in Cincinnati right before I moved with the Animal Crackers. Animal Crackers are, shout out to Toad and Payacon.
Yeah.
Payacon was signed to High Tech's label. Mm-hmm. So that whole movement with them, they was in Cincinnati. So I remember seeing Talib Kweli in Cincinnati, and Most Def in Cincinnati, and Mood and all them. But anyway, yeah. So I came down here with that mixtape, and I just shopped it around. Like, hey, I rap.
Yeah.
You know, that's back in the MySpace days. You know what I'm saying?
And even that CD, I might have in a box somewhere.
Yeah, I think
I might.
yeah.
Because, I got a few people's CDs in the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Upstairs, but yeah.
But yeah, so influences is everywhere. Like I said, I've always been the type, you always want to be around people that you can learn from who got different perspectives. Mm-hmm. So coming from Ohio and coming from the backpack era, the lyrical miracle era, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the first to admit it with a camera. I'm the first to admit it. All that shit wasn't dope. It wasn't dope.
No.
It wasn't dope.
It wasn't.
It was dope for bars,
Yeah,
but a lot
yeah.
of that shit did not make sense. And I'm not
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
anything away from the backpack era, but
Yeah.
everybody wasn't dope. Just like everybody wasn't dope in the trap music, everybody
right.
wasn't dope in
Yeah,
the East
yeah,
Coast
yeah.
shit. And like everybody wasn't
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
But one thing that I would say Carolina has taught me
Yeah.
is how to really make an album that can really reach everybody.
Got you. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it's so many different influences, especially in Greensboro alone. I mean, it's cats from New York live here, cats from Atlanta to live here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like a big jumbo melting pot.
Yeah, it is
So-
a crazy melting pot for hip hop. What did I say? It was this one joint where I was like, Southern swag, over Northern Beats.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
we in the Middle East. I think it's
Ooh.
something like that. Southern Swag on Northern Beats, we in the Middle East or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I was just
I
talking
remember-
about
I
how,
remember that shit.
yeah, I was just talking about how, like, I mean, you be in a room full of artists. Somebody might be a trap artist. Somebody might be on the lyrical miracle shit.
Yeah.
Somebody else might,
Lyrical
yeah. Somebody else might be on that swagged out, you know,
Yeah.
saying punchlines every other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like a lot, and then that's just the vocal part, but then the music, it'd be like, yo, it's all kinds of music here.
Yeah.
But North Carolina is rich with a lot of dope musicians and producers
Yeah.
that, I mean, like actually have influenced the industry since way back before even hip hop.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it's very rich musically, but I guess North Carolina has never had that moment where it's had that regional success where it's like, you know,
We haven't
like even a Miami, a New York, and Atlanta.
Look, we ain't had the city big enough.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
trying to get there.
Yeah.
Charlotte, yeah. I don't see it
Yeah, damn Atlanta-
coming from Charlotte,
Atlanta
but
Junior.
yeah.
Yeah.
They are Atlanta Junior though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
I think it'll be somewhere like Raleigh, or maybe Greensboro, but maybe Raleigh, Durham area.
It'd be one of those things where the
Yeah.
artists might be from there,
Yeah,
but Charlotte's the bigger city, so they're gonna
They
claim
get-
Charlotte.
they do all their business from Charlotte,
Charlotte,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so, I mean, you know, we'll see.
Yeah.
It is about time for another explosion like that to come from a place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, for me, coming from the Midwest, having a certain sound in my head, coming down here, I was just like, okay, so what can I learn from this environment that I know back home? Because a lot of times, I mean, to be perfectly honest, a lot of times, Northern hip hop gets a bougie kind of look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, it was just like, if it's dope, it's dope. Like,
Yeah.
I remember, like, you know, and being in high school, cats was on, you know, Wu-Tang. I'm like, yo, have you heard this dude Notorious B.I.G.?
Oh yeah.
Or have you heard 8-Ball MJG?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I've always been blessed too, because I've had an older brother and his friends,
Yeah.
older, get me hip to music, and I'm getting them hip to music. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
growing up, sometimes like I would be like, I hear stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, they sampled that from Queen or something.
Yeah.
White boy, what you know about that? I'm like, dude, I listen to everything. So you know what I'm saying? So it's a, you know, so influences
Yeah.
everywhere. Influences everywhere. So that's a lot of my influences.
Yeah, I feel you. Just now what you said, I think it's important for artists to step outside of their genre and listen to what other artists are doing. Because, I mean, it'd be a lot of nuggets out there just waiting to be grabbed.
I got one for you. You know what I really be bumping though on Sundays?
What's that?
Yacht rock.
Really?
Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins.
I don't even know. I don't
the
know if
Doobie
I
Brothers.
went there like that.
But the
I've
food
definitely
is-
been out there like
Like
that.
a lot of the stuff, like sample wise.
Oh, yeah, sample-wise would be crazy, though.
No, crisscross, like sailing, take me away, like all like that, not that yacht rock.
Yeah,
bro, I'll
yeah.
be in the house lit. Off that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I might have to get high.
Yeah,
Listen
yeah.
to
Well,
some
yeah,
yacht
you
rock.
can have boat shoes on.
Yeah.
Captain's
And a
hat.
robe
Yeah.
with the slippers and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I listen to everything.
I got the perfect slippers for that shit, too.
See,
Anyway, I really do, too.
you probably paid them. Yeah,
And a robe.
in a row,
We'll do this shit.
in a cigar.
I don't have a cigar. I
Okay,
have to
all
buy a cigar.
All right.
Because I never got into the cigar thing.
Me neither.
Well,
You did?
listen, I went to Florida. Was chilling at one of the cigar bars out there. And boy, listen, y'all know me, I smoke weed. So, you know, you smoke weed, you feel, when you hit it, you feel that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the cigar, I don't feel that shit at all.
Man.
My dumb ass is sitting there inhaling that
Yeah,
shit.
hell it. Yeah.
Inhaling the cigar.
Not realize, but the thing is, I'm not real if I'm doing it because I don't,
And
Yeah.
you ain't choke up out the cigar?
didn't choke at all.
I
But
know.
listen, I got so fucking nauseous.
I believe you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was there in bed like this for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much of it did you smoke?
Not that much.
Oh, I was about to say.
Not that much. I was like, yo,
You smoked the whole stogie?
oh, hell, boy.
Okay. Yeah.
This nigga lungs is straight black,
Oh, man.
ultra black. Goddamn Nas lungs.
Nas lungs.
We going ultra black.
Yeah, bro.
No, my lungs are not black. We're good.
Hit boy on the track.
Yeah, man.
But nah, man.
Here we go.
It's
I mean, so I mean, I can't even ask you what's next because I already know what's next.
well,
We're working on the same shit.
yeah. All right. So I like to work. I like to work. So when we're not performing and rehearsing and doing the band stuff, I decided to do something different for the next couple of projects.
Yeah.
Instead of doing 13 songs, I'm gonna do a couple collection of EPs
Okay.
that all gonna have like a different vibe and feel. So I got
Gotcha.
Trenchtopia is first. That's a real hip hop, New York, 80s
Got you.
vibe.
Okay.
And then I have Savonics. Savonics is the next EP that I'm coming out with. And each EP is going to be about 6 songs.
Got you.
I'm learning as I get older. Man, don't do all that work, bro. Like
Right.
13 songs, 42 was enough. I'm like, you
Because
know what?
goddamn it, nowadays, even after you do the goddamn songs, you gotta goddamn make content.
Yeah.
You got so much more work to do.
You got so much more work to do. So
Nick, I gotta do what?
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'm doing Savonics, and then on top of that, me and DJ Lone are getting a project together called Different World.
Oh, okay.
We're known as Destination Lo-Fi.
Gotcha.
So that's another project. I also have another project coming out with Poncho.
Yeah.
Poncho's
Poncho, he a dope producer
Yeah,
too.
Poncho.
What up, bro?
Yeah, Poncho.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're working on that. So I got a lot of irons in the fire, man. I just like working.
Yeah.
I really do like working. So I just tell people, just because you don't see me don't mean I ain't working.
Oh man, bro. Well, I already told you at the beginning of the episode, like always writing, like.
But this nigga just named like 8 projects.
I know.
That's just the first. Like that's just for the first half of the year.
I feel bad now.
Just
I'm
the
like,
first half of the year.
That's the first half of the year, man.
What the hell?
I'm like, damn, I need to make like a song.
Nigga, right? That's exactly as he's doing. I'm like, I ain't even made a song yet.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga talking about 8 projects in the first half of the year. What the
Yeah.
God, dog.
So just the idea is to like, and as I'm learning from an artist standpoint and from a business standpoint, you got to don't kill yourself if you don't have to.
Right.
But I would rather have 6 dope songs full of quality
Yeah.
than have 22, 15 songs and you skipping through.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just me. How I like
song you fuck with on the album? 2.
2.
You're like
Right.
15.
Damn, I got 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means I'm not doing my job as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, doing 6 is harder because if I do 6 songs, that means I'm really doing 10. I'm choosing the best 6.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what
Quality over quantity, baby.
Yeah, but what helps me is that I treat every project like it's a movie. Every project has a beginning, middle, and end. It has a script, so it's just easy for me to write that way.
Yeah.
You know. Now I ain't got no problem. I'll do a mixtape when it's just a whole bunch of dope tracks. I'll do that. But for me as an artist, it's just to expand my pen palette.
Speaking of which, that is something that we all talked about doing a mixtape together, the 3 of us. That I think would probably be dope. Really just get off.
Yeah, just get off.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because you need those too.
Yeah.
You need those. You need those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pointed and
Just wake the sleepers up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Like, we really do this, son.
nobody sleeps.
That's a great title. Nobody.
Come in there banging pots together. Get your ass up. Clean this goddamn room.
Kyran like my nigga Sarah Brown. Rising sun. Nigga, it is 4:30 in the morning. Bro. Why in the fuck?
Hey man, like you said, you need those too, man. You need those projects when it's like, man, I ain't really trying to think. I'm just trying to go in and just bar up. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of the dope stuff come out of that too.
I mean, sometimes I do that. Like that's where This Is Your Life came from.
Woo!
Like,
yo, that's my joint.
I can't even release it because it's over somebody else's beat. And
Yeah.
like,
That's right.
and I just got high and started rapping.
I had to do it.
But it came out so dope.
So
like,
dope. This is your life. Yeah, that shit dope, bro.
But
You gotta be
I'm gonna hit that nigga up. I don't want another beat. I want that beat. I know, and I'm a producer. I could easily make a beat to it.
No.
But like,
you want that specific one.
Yeah, because even whenever I'm producing y'all or somebody else, or when it's right, and I don't want to change nothing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I like this, and like, let's make this final. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because anything you change, as soon as you change something, it's not the same thing, in my opinion. So, like, but when we're in that idea phase and all of that, anything goes until we get to that point where,
It's like, all right, this is it.
yeah. And as a producer, I just be feeling like it's my job to hear that moment. Like, okay, this is it. This idea belongs in here, and this idea doesn't, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, basically, with This Is Your Life, I don't think I could make a beat to it and it still be the same song.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a dope song. I love that damn song.
I know, man.
It's a dope song.
But you can hear it on NuMainstream Radio if you download the NuMainstream app.
Indeed.
It does play on there.
Yeah, it does play on there. Make sure of that.
But yeah, man, like, so speaking of which, because we all part of NuMainstream, and so Kyran runs the radio portion of NuMainstream, and I mean, I guess let's talk about the importance of, because we making sure we put artists on there that are independent and mostly from North Carolina. But we actually are going to open it up to artists outside of North Carolina that are independent as well, just to let you know in case you're not here. But even just with all the work that we do inside of NuMainstream, outside of NuMainstream, one of the differences and the things that I take pride in about us is that we always looking to give another artist a chance and trying to figure out what the other artists are doing. How can we promote that? How can we work together in some cases or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what I was saying earlier today is that whenever I was a younger artist trying to like make it and do stuff, I didn't run into people like us that's trying to create those opportunities for the people up under you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you feel about that and the importance of that, and like why is that valuable to you?
It's valuable to me on a lot of levels. One level is valuable because you can't get there by yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody that I looked up to, and I still look up to, they all ran with a crew.
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as an artist, we tend to mimic people, either rhyming, lifestyle. We try to mimic people we look up to. So for me, looking up to a Kweli or a Mos Def, they always had tracks with Common.
Right.
They always had Erykah Badu. They always had The Roots. They always had Jill Scott. So for me, it's just following in that tradition and just doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's very important. Two, you can't, as an artist, sometimes we get stuck in our own lane that we don't want to hear what else is out there.
Right.
So I know me, especially, since we, you trust me to, to do the radio station and listening to your ear, listening to JR's ear, like I'm hearing things different. So just because I might not like something, if it's got something to it, I'm gonna listen to it.
Right.
So that's so as much as I'm giving opportunities for other artists to be on the web on the radio, I'm also learning how they do things different than me. And it's not necessarily I'm gonna copy what they're doing, but I'm like, dang, I never really thought about singing a hook like that. Like,
Right.
yo, that's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
How do
Yeah.
they do that? So I think that's very important too, and just building that community because everybody can't be the one at a specific time.
Yeah,
It might be your time to shine,
Right. Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna be like, man, you ain't trying to do that stuff. I'm trying to be on it. Like if you blew it, I'm trying to be on the track with you.
Right. Yeah.
So if
Right.
they mess with you, hey yo, who this other dude on here? Oh, that's my man's. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things to where I like doing that too. I think community is very valuable. You know, you hear all this, well, Atlanta stuck together, you know, and they've definitely set the blueprint, but it's always been like that in hip hop.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me,
Yeah.
it's about showing opportunities.
You're right, because when you're talking business,
Right.
because, you know, we all, you know, artists is, you know, the ego can get there, and as artists, we can be selfish sometimes, and all of that good stuff. And then as far as even in cliques can become siloed and be like, you know, this clique don't fuck with this clique and all that stupid shit. But like at the end of the day, in business, collaboration is always going to be important.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And the synergy of my camp plus your camp, both sharing. Well, now we got social medias, but so just both of us sharing the posts, both of us sharing the songs, both groups or all groups, because it'd be like, you know, if you get, you know, a good group of people, you can, you know, really use that synergy to take it to the next level and get in front of a lot more people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Because I mean, you gotta figure. You
And
gotta step outside of your lane sometimes. I mean, everybody wants to be comfortable.
right,
Yeah.
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 I'm comfortable right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would tell
You're
you,
comfortable there, but imagine what happens
Yeah.
if these other people in this lane here do too.
Right.
I'll tell you, we three guys, and we getting older too, so, you know, we got to have people come up under us. And then at the end of the day, the women is killing it right
Bro.
now, bro. So,
Killing it.
you can think you the man if you want to.
Bro. There's some dope female MCs out there,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. They're killing it. They got something to say.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's dope because it's been male oriented for so long, and we were able to be heard and take over, and kind of it got very misogynistic and very, you know,
Just a little bit.
testosterone driven.
Yeah.
And now, you know, they come and telling their point of view. And, you know, some people don't like all the ratchetness and hoe shit and all of that other stuff. That's cool, but all we did was talk about selling drugs and fucking bitches the whole time we was rapping, so.
Facts. Right.
This is true. This is true.
Hey. Let them shine, bro. Hey, they got a story to tell too. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. So they, you know, if they pushing P, let them tell us about it.
Put your
Like,
feet.
so I can figure out how much it costs and goddamn. But no,
Yeah, right. You on OnlyFans? All right, I submit. Yeah, I got you.
I ain't doing no.
I got you. Nah, yeah.
but nah, it's dope. And now I like about us is there really ain't no hate bone in our bodies. Like we work with you before we hate on you. And we want your songs on the radio. We want to see you at shows and all of that good stuff. As long as, you know, of course, with everything, as long as it makes sense.
Right.
But yeah, so
I mean, it's one of those things that's iron sharpens iron, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's like the cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, you grew up at the lunch table, beating on the table, motherfuckers around there rapping. You know, whenever you get like that whack rapper, and it kind of make you not be able to rap as good.
Like, what the hell is going on?
But whenever somebody really spitting, you come 10 times harder.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if we be in slammers and shit, I'm like, all right, yeah. Once I see that you good, I stop listening to you. I start thinking about what
Right.
I'm like,
Man, I got to come up with something.
I ain't worried about shit this nigga saying. I'm just waiting for this nigga to stop.
Yup. Give me the nod.
Yeah. So like, you know, motherfuckers coming out, they do a dope performance, and then you like, yo, all right, how can we top that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we need that energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
You absolutely.
You need that
Just so you
energy.
know, if you come after us, you're not gonna talk to us.
Hey.
They not gonna say it, but I am. Good luck.
Nah, man.
No, sincerely, good luck. It's probably not gonna happen.
Thanks, Jay Ready. Stay ready, don't he?
Stay ready. Jay ready, stay ready.
Jay Ready, stay ready. Yeah, but it's just, you know. But then again, too, the flip side of that, too, like, I don't think a lot of artists really push themselves.
Yeah.
No.
And that goes back to the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's cool to say you dope if you rapping in front of the same 15 people every time you have a show.
Right. Yeah.
And it's great for the gram.
Oh, yeah.
It's great, but can you go into an environment when nobody looks like you
Bro.
and kill it? To
I
me,
know,
that's the
bro.
question.
That is the.
Look, most of y'all, no.
That is the. Ah man, so we had a few moments like that.
Bro,
like
yeah.
With Carborough.
Carborough was like,
Bro, we went on after a country honky tonk ass guitar player. I swear he said nigga in one of them songs.
we was ready to fight, but we was outnumbered, bro.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
but it just felt like the word nigga was like on the tip.
First off, I know he was bullshitting, because knowing him, he'd have started the whole damn riot. Knowing him, it would have been on it. We ain't going on.
Fuck that.
Fuck, we ain't going on. Now pack this shit up.
Yeah.
King, go get your
Let's
drum.
go. Yeah.
Bro, so yeah.
Carborough.
And it was, I mean, you know, the audience was very vanilla. They was
very vanilla.
some of them was older too, and like, you know, all of that. And so I looked at Kyra and I'm like, hey yo, fuck it, we already here. Shit.
What we gonna do? Not go on?
Right.
What we gonna do? Just look at it like, yeah, nah,
But
we're
it was
good.
cool because they actually loved the fuck out of our set. Like,
Yeah.
they really did. And like some of those, like, it was a few of those though, but like that was like the test, and that was like the whatever, you know, you like, okay, we really got something. Like, this can really be
Oh yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
because it
it's
ain't
worse.
like just this group like it. It's like young, old, black, white, whatever you want to put in front of that. Like,
Yeah.
everybody be on it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, which is a blessing because I don't know if it'd be like that with some of my other music. It's just this collection of what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's the perfect storm right now for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just a good thing. But, so, I mean, I just want to see how far, like, we can take it. You know, I got my boy Kyran with me,
Yeah, bruh.
doing this thing. JR, of course.
I'll be around. I'll be around.
He be hopping on the stage and
Yup.
killing it.
Killing it, then you walk off.
Hey, yo, you had the whole folk festival hype during your
I was right,
first tour.
baby.
Like, they was jumping up and down, bro. Like,
Look, you give me room when I, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's so
Yeah.
dope? He'll kill it and go back down and act like security.
am security, what you
like he
mean?
went up there just killing it.
I
He'll
am
go back.
security.
Nah, bro, you can't come up here like that. Man, you was just on stage. I know that, motherfucker.
I'm working double duty, motherfucker.
now I'm off stage and you off stage
Now
too.
I'm off stage. Now I'm off stage and you not getting on
Yeah,
stage.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
We done already told y'all. Look, and
yeah.
if you somehow get past me, we told y'all last week. K got the blicky, so you.
Ah, man, I know. We need to make enough to hire security very soon.
Yeah, bro.
But
But yeah, bro. It's Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
We got it.
It's
good.
bro.
Nah,
We
we
got it
don't need artists being scared.
I know, right?
We don't want to fall into that trap.
Nah. Too old. I'm too old to be at the hood clubs performing, bro.
I mean, that's what I said. We're good. We don't be there.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't about that because it can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I'm talking about whatever it do happen, we don't need an artist, one of us,
Get
to
hurt.
even not get hurt, to be involved.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm letting y'all know right now. My days of running, doing shit for people now. Them days over.
But yeah, man. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop right there and man, yo, just got to big you up, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
For always being solid.
My boy.
My boy.
But yeah, so that's the end of this session. I don't know how to end it sometimes. I'm making it awkward. Like,
I'm gonna start ending the show.
You know, I don't feel like this is working out, so it's not you.
It's him.
It's me.
It's him.
Definitely.
But no. But yeah, so we're gonna conclude right there. You rocking with the Phantom 336, aka Smooth Black, the Phantom. Along with my boy.
You know, it's your boy JR, man. You know, and of course we got the genius over here.
Kyran Scott. Yeah.
Brother
We here.
Let them know where to follow you, where to catch your music,
Okay.
all of that good stuff.
You can find me on all the DPSs under Kyran Scott. Exclusive materials always available on my website, which is blackversekai.com. At blackversekai for everything social. I'm on Instagram, Threads, all that stuff. Blackversekai, BLKVERSEKY.com. And love y'all brothers, man. Appreciate it, man.
Love you too, bro.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
And that is NuMainstream. I ain't never heard somebody say DPS. I was like, what the fuck?
But I ain't either.
But anyway, that was NuMainstream Talks. Be sure to follow us as well. NuMainstream, that's NU, like Nubian, like the kings and queens that you are. And we out of here.
Peace.
Instincts are telling me she'd rather be solo. Han on the polio, DC with the go-go. All night drinking no dough, I can't sleep. It's the way we talk and how we lace the beat. Tennessee Arrested Development with the speech. Hey Marie talking to me, a super freak. Dunking on the beat, highlight, I'm Dominique. 2 fingers up like Kobe, a 5-piece. 7 MC, the queen, follow the leader. Microphone fiend, she light mixed with Latifah. 9th to junior year, right here, she on the bleacher. About to graduate, oh yeah, she wanna feature. College came around, the break, she getting thicker. Started smoking weed, proceeds, she drinking liquor. Rockin' dreads now, black star, she can't deny it. Blueprint seal, stigmatic, cause she the flyers. You know how they go, man. Go from high school, listen to this. Go to college, listen to that. Now she grown out here, man. She grown out here, man. You hear me? Alright, let's go. Threw away the contacts, back to rockin' spectacles. Show me how I'm really black, plus an intellectual. Love you to the core, never try to lecture you. Pop forevermore, never disrespecting you. Took a step back, you switched to bisexual. It's a different love, it's probably more acceptable. Loving that you're spiritual, plus we getting physical. Black on both sides, a midnight miracle. The beat gotta grab you, listen for the lyrical. The message gotta stab you, sometimes it's subliminal. It's all about the feeling, it's all about the sound. Studying that Lupe, you know we lock it down. Told me keep searching for that Carolina sound. Ohio's in my blood, watch me move the crowd. Take your time, baby, I'ma do my thing. When it's all said and done, we gon' get that ring. We gon' get that ring. We gon' get that ring. Hey. Yeah. Beautiful thing, baby. We grown out here now. Still my baby though. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. ashamed to be with your baby, man.